What is going on, everybody? Rhymestyle here, and no, that is not my government name, which surprisingly has happened way too much in the past. Yes, that was my cell phone that just went off with the Metal Gear Solid ringtone. Let me turn it off for a second. Alright! Yes, as I said, I had my name confused with my last name, or my last name confused with Rhymestyle before, and it's been a mess. I've been checked into a hotel room as Rhymestyle before. My lease to my last apartment had burned up. Was under Dino Rhymestyle. Don't even ask. I don't know how it happened. It just happened. But that's beside the point. Today, we're going to talk about the hardest, most difficult, most painful bosses in video game history. Now, if you heard, Complex Magazine posted a top 50 hardest, most difficult bosses in video game history list, which I will link right below in the description, or it will be annotated right about here somewhere, or maybe not, I don't know. But there, go check it out. And that list kind of inspired me to do my own list. Because, I mean, I'm a gamer, so it's only right I respond to that list. So this is my response. So who should be the first person to go on my list? I'll tell you who. And this is somebody that I was kind of upset that wasn't on the list. And it's none other than Sigma from the Mega Man X series. Now, I've beaten pretty much every single Mega Man game in the history of Mega Man games, because Mega Man was like my game when I was a kid. Everybody liked Mario, I like Mega Man. Wily battles were the most difficult battles in the history of Nintendo games. That was Nintendo hard. Then Capcom gave us Mega Man X. And with Mega Man X, of course, the difficulty went up since you got more powers. Sigma, I've never beat Sigma in my entire life. I'm kind of ashamed of it, but I've never ever managed to win a single Sigma fight. And it was just difficult because he has like 4 different forms. No, wait, 3 different forms in each battle. Like, I remember the most memorable one was Mega Man X4, and that's the one I got the closest to beating him. And I beat his first form, beat his second form with ease, and then he transformed into that giant face nose thing and just raped me, and caused me to just jump into a video game rage at an early age. So I never beat Sigma, and he automatically gets on my list, which he should have been on the list for Conflicts too, but they threw on Wily, so I'll accept that. The next person to get on this list is Ultimacia from Final Fantasy VIII. Yes, the final boss fight at the end, which was the kind of redundant just now, the final boss fight at the end. But it was a final boss fight, and I remember I did this in 6th grade. And first of all, I beat Ultima Weapon on Final Fantasy VIII my first try. And the Ultimate Weapon had like 1,000,000 HP or something like that, or like 750, some big number. I beat him in 1 try. Ultimacia took me a couple tries because she had all those different forms, especially when you kill her Guardian Force. It was ridiculous. But I managed to beat it eventually. It took me a bunch of tries, but she definitely gets on my list. And I don't know if she was. No, I don't think she was on Complex list. I know Complex did throw up a few people from Final Fantasy VII, but not her. But yeah, she definitely makes my list. The next boss fight that I had to list, and I'm actually going to borrow this from Complex, is the Elite Four. And not just red and blue and silver and gold. I'm talking about Elite Four in every single Pokemon game. Why? You probably think, wait a minute, Elite Four is easy. They're easy. I can destroy them in like 1 try. Yes, you can do that now. But do you remember the first time you went to the Elite Four and just basically got destroyed? Yeah, the Elite Four were terrifyingly, extremely hard to beat the first run through. I don't think I know anybody in my life that managed to beat the Elite Four on their first run through. It's difficult. Maybe second, by the time you get to the second time, it becomes somewhat even, I guess. And by the third time and after that, it's easy. But that first time, it's so difficult because all your Pokemon are like level 40, level 50, and they have all those gigantically leveled Pokemon that will just basically destroy you. So by the time you get to the final battle, you lose. And yeah, that also caused a lot of frustration in my childhood. But when you beat them the first time, you feel so accomplished, and that's the greatest feeling about beating a boss in a difficult game. When you actually have to fight for it, it just becomes that much better. That much better. It's just so sweet. Anyways, the next person on my list is actually from a more recent era, and that would be Seth. Yes, Seth from Super Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3DS, whichever you play. Seth is difficult. He is retardedly powerful for no reason. And the thing that actually pisses me off the most about Seth is the fact that his character in the game is so weak. Like with Akuma, the way to balance Akuma in the Super Nintendo days was, and I guess today too, is they give him a high offense but a really low defense, so you can like easily, you know, destroy him. But Seth in arcade mode on the hardest difficulty is almost impossible on the when you first play it. They give him high defense, incredibly high offense, and it's just a pain in the ass. And the thing that pisses me off the most is the fact that when you unlock him, he's just trash. He has low offense, he has low defense. I guess they try to balance him out because he has basically everyone's moves, and he's completely useless. I've actually never ever lost to another player online who used Seth because people either don't use Seth, or the ones that actually do use Seth he's still garbage. So Seth, you make my list, and you also contributed to a lot of my rage quits when I got both Street Fighter 4 and Super Street Fighter 4, so you get that award. The fifth and final person on difficult bosses on my list is, drum rolls, those are terrible drum rolls, but it is Galactus from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Again, I play on the hardest difficulty with every fighting game, so the first time I fought Galactus, I basically shit a brick because this guy had one-hit kills. He had one-hit kills. He had an ability to use a 99-hit combo to take out your team. It was ridiculous. I did manage to beat him after maybe a good 4 or 5 tries, because I remember it was actually not that many tries compared to Seth, because I still think Seth is more powerful than Galactus, but it was still a challenge. So Seth, Galactus, you make my list as well. So that's my list. The top 5 bosses in my life that I found most difficult. Now I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few. Like, I could have easily put Psycho Mantis on the list, and I kind of didn't want to put him on the list because Complex already had him, and they basically said everything I needed to say. Everybody remembers Psycho Mantis. He basically caused hell to our childhoods. Yeah. And actually, when I beat him, I never even knew about the whole second control thing. So I actually beat him the hard way, which kind of gives me a more accomplishing and more proud feeling, knowing that I beat him. But now I want to know what you guys think, obviously. So send me in the comment section, or if you prefer on Twitter, at Rhymestyle. Send me your bosses that basically ruined your life. And tell me how you felt after you got that game-winning kill, or game-winning shot, or whatever, and defeated them. Tell me how you felt. Probably felt great. Hope you enjoyed the video. If not, well, hit the dislike button and tell me you hate my guts in the comment section right below. I'm pointing down, but you guys can't see me pointing, but just picture me pointing down, yeah, and leave some sort of interaction down there. If you did like it, then hit the like button, favorite it, and also feel free to subscribe. You know, whatever. Do what you want to do. I don't care if you like it, dislike it, hate it, love it, whatever. Just leave something, and let's talk. This is Rhymestyle, and I approve this message, and I hope you like this video. See you guys in a few days or 2. Or actually, you know what? In a day, in a day. I'll see you guys in a day.